Hi everyone. I know it has been ages since I've done a video. There's really no excuse. I've just had a lot of turmoil at the beginning of this year and a lot of work expectations. So things have had to shift, and unfortunately my video making had to take the back seat for a short period of time. But I did want to walk you through what my current setup looks like in my bullet journal. It is a pocket size bullet journal, so I would say it's pocket in the fact that it's made by Gillio. This is a Gillio planner in Croco Beige. It is the Pocket Agenda. The stuff I have in it are not the binder that comes with it, and I believe they're sold out on these as we speak anyway. But what I did find was a Pocket Nanami Cafe notebook that fits perfectly within the Pocket Agenda. So let me show you what I've got going on here. Again, this is Croco Beige. There are no snaps to close it or anything of that nature. I don't think I'm going to add one. I have a Dear Lily design ruler, which is really handy because it has the exact size. Well, actually, this one doesn't. It works better in the Stylogy, but with the larger Stylogy, these little lines actually line up perfectly with the squares on the Stylogy book, but I still use it for straight lines, etc. So it's in here for now. And then I have just some page flags, a little quote from my grandfather, and one of the Miss Moss on Etsy. She has these little cute decals. Inside here is a Hobonichi notebook, which I've cut down to fit. It was, actually I have this upside down. I just chopped off the bottom of the book to make it fit. And I have nothing in that one yet. I haven't decided on what to use it for. And then I added this little pen loop because although this book has one, and I can actually get the clip to slip into the back of this, I just thought it was a little crowded. So it can work. I did use that all weekend, but while I was traveling, but these fell out in my handbag. So I thought this might be a better plan. And this really does clip and hold tight. It's been there all day and it hasn't fallen off. So I just have, what do you call this? Vellum cut to size. And I found these decals on Amazon of all places. It's a package of, I think, 100 or 100 random decals that are just funny little decals to add. It was like $6 for 100 of them, and they're really cute characters, and they had a whole bunch of different designs. I mean, not just this one, but ones that are like galaxy or, you know, things of that nature. So you should check them out. I'll probably put the link down below where I found it, but that's one of the decals that popped up right off the bat. And then I have a paper clip that was given to me from someone, I can't remember who. Somebody gave it to me in PlannerCon in Europe. It was part of like a little grab bag that they handed me. And then this little plastic thing was also kind of like a grab bag, and I ended up using tape, double-sided tape, and punching out a little notch there and using it as an envelope. I just thought it was too cute to waste because I knew I was going to throw them away. And then these are just plannerchick.com samplers that come when you place an order. They're just little extras that I've had laying around. I even have tons more, you know, that I just have no place for. So I'm trying to use them to get rid of them. My key, I'm not quite using all of these in the manner that I had hoped, so this might change. And then I have my index. I have 4 pages set aside for my index, and then I go into the KonMari pages that I want to declutter in my house. And then I have the 2019 year at a glance. I can't remember who I got this from. I think it was SM Plans. Then I have my goals, which I already have my goals defined on the computer. I just haven't transferred them to here because I kind of want to make them a little bit fancier than what I've got going. Then the monthly section appears. I just drew out June through December so far. If I need to add more months after December, I'll do it further on and put the little page flag on the current month so that I can always just turn to that. That's how I turn to it. And I try to put something memorable that happens in each day, as well as any travel plans or holidays, like my wedding anniversary, etc. I'm hosting a wine tasting party next week, etc. You know, stuff like that. But if there wasn't an actual event, I try to fill in each day something memorable that happened. And then we've got July, all the different months played out. And you probably notice that the squares on the left are a little bit bigger than the squares on the right. And I had to do that in order to accommodate the crease on the page, or where the page folds. I didn't want the lines to go over the months like they did for June. See how it kind of spanned both pages? I didn't like that. So in the following months, what I did was I made these 7 squares, these 6 squares, and this Saturday and Sunday 5 squares, because I really didn't, I don't use the weekends as much for event planning. So anyway, so those are the upcoming months, and I went ahead and put holidays and birthdays and things of that nature in there. And then I got the 2020 calendar from printablepineapple.com on Etsy. Then I put in some future events for January through December of 2020 in case something happens, like a dental appointment or something of that nature that I need to get in here and it can't wait, or it just needs a place to be put. Then I started with the weekly view. You'll also notice on the week view there are no Saturday and Sunday because I leave this right now at home. It stays on my desk, and this is my work bullet journal. So Monday through Friday with my calendar appointments and any notable things for that day. And then the tasks are on the right. There are some tasks on the left, but they are date specific. And then I put the KonMari sticker for that week of what I was focusing on, and then my habit tracker. The habits at the left are just the daily things, and these are the weekly items. And so I indicated by putting a dot what day it actually happened. And there is the week before last. Then I was stressing out about taking notes because I like to keep the weeks together, but somebody said, you know what, don't worry about it, just move right in. So I started taking notes on a leadership course, and each time I picked up more detail, for example, here on the bottom of this one, I put where it continues, and then this is the current week we're on, and here it continues. And then I need to write where it continues again, which is 54. So I'm going to put continued 54. That way I don't have to go back to the index to find what the next page is. I can just move to the next group. And then it finishes here. So that's the end of that particular course that I took for one of my goals. And then I have, these are in the index. So this is the current week I'm on. I will move it to the I will move the ribbon to the next week, or I will put it at the end where I have my first next page for notes. But the red is always the current week that I'm on. I did hand date up to, what does it look like? About 100 pages. But as you can see, here's 101. That's this much paper. And I still have that much left over. I think there's 250 or 260 pages in here, so, which is great. There's a pocket back here that I could slide things into, but I was trying to get this into something else, and so I slit the bottom because this is like a faux leather back thing, and it caused the plastic to become disengaged from the back thing. So what I did was I glued the bottom back down, but as you can see, it's still kind of loose or not attached. Anyway, then I have two more of these notebooks that are the Hobonichi notebooks. Again, I just cut them down. I keep current shopping list. I actually can take this off because everything is purchased on that. And then each page in here has my birthdays and my household maintenance that I need to take care of for each month. I just print these on sticky notes, and I just find it easier to put it on sticky notes because I can reprint it and then, or make modifications to it and then just slip it into one of these little slim books. So all the way to December is in here, and I know the month because of the month listed on the birthday list. And I kind of staggered them throughout so it didn't make the book bulky in one particular section. There's a few more pages in the back of this. Then the last one is my finance book. It's the monthly bills and snowball payee. So I've got my June bills, the 1st and the 15th are listed here. And what I do is I put a dot in front of the amount when I've paid it or if it is auto pay. Then I highlight the amount when the item has cleared my actual bank account. So I can see what's left to come out so I can balance my checkbook every day. I went ahead and did the first, so this is an exact duplicate of what's on the June side, and I'll just continue that throughout the year. And in the back, I've started a snowball snowball worksheet of trying to get the values. I'm not going to show that, but on the other side, it actually, yeah, I'm not going to show the values because over to the right is a list of dollar amounts of how much I owe on these. And the whole purpose of Snowball is you pay off the smallest first, paying everything else at the bare minimum in order to not, you know, have it on your credit report. And then you take whatever payment you were sending for the smallest bill and add it to the next bill, and then therefore it becomes a snowball. So each payment that you're adding keeps increasing until you can make lump sums into the larger companies that you might owe. So, and then there's nothing back here. I do have these tied together with a rubber band, kind of like piggybacked together, so that the books can be separate back here. And then in the back I have my favorite stencil for writing down the letters, and I got this from, it says Paper Poetry on the top. However, I bought it from a company in PlannerCon Europe, and I cannot think of the name of that booth that was next to Vanderspeck. So if anybody went to PlannerCon Europe and remembers the name of that company, please pipe in. And then these are the KonMari stickers. It's made by a company called 3 Years Apart, and then they have different stickers based on the room. So just like it's in here, you have a specific sticker of what you should focus on for that day, so I can put it on the actual weekly page instead of just this one. So like right now I'm working on the tops and bottoms, but it took longer than a week. So I was able to get my dresses done, but the tops and bottoms I'm still not finished with. So, and some of these I've already done, but I haven't marked them. So I will when I get to the sticker. So anyway, but I keep that back there so I can easily access it, as well as the stencil. And I did buy other stencils that, there was like 3 other stencils that I could choose from, but that one had the most usable things for my current setup. And I might change this format later to maybe, you know, set it up different, but right now it's working and I like it. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and have a great day, and until next time, take care.